Mordecai and Gomez Adams, both the parents of Wednesday, had decided to come over to Nevermore with their son Pugsley and just have a good old weekend with their daughter. This creates an opportunity for Wednesday to uncover the truth of the past and how all these murder charges from her father are connected to the mystery she is solving now. She discovers a family secret that's really dark and quite tragic that in some way may connect to what's happening now. Now, this season, directed by Tim Burton so far, had been really good. Tim Burton has done a great job in directing these sequences. In my opinion, he is still the best director in terms of getting us engaged with the characters and their stories, how they interact with one another. Director Tim Burton does a great job with that. This new director, I forgot her name or his name, whoever directed, they did a better job at incorporating the mystery angle. While in the previous episodes, they're pretty much just hints of what's going on and a few segments that focus on the mystery. This entire episode is completely about the mystery without many of the other supporting characters and friends being involved. This is particularly an episode that focuses on the Addams family past. We get to flashback in the younger days of Gomez and Monica Adams. I cannot speak today. Here we get to see what is going on. So I'm gonna have to talk spoilers here. So if you have not seen this episode, go watch it and come back. Now, in this episode, Gomez Adams is accused of killing a man. We see it in the beginning. We get to see multiple flashbacks in two different perspectives. Gomez Adams says that he killed this guy in self-defense because he is infatuated with his mother and he just had the survival instinct kicked in to try and protect himself. And he was kind of a stalker towards her too. But Morticia, that's her name, Morticia Adams tells a different and more truthful story about which she is actually the real killer of this man, and she is trying to protect her husband, but her husband takes the sword and frames himself for murder in order to protect Morticia. Now, that strengthens the characters' relationship, in my opinion, between these two characters in this version of the Addams family. It makes them more complex and quite more engaging to watch. And to see how their relationship is now blossomed to the present is pretty cool to see, and how well portrayed that relationship really is. All with the morbid sense of humor that I absolutely love from this show. Seriously, this sense of humor here is really, really funny, really morbid and dark, and that's possibly going to turn off a lot of people from this show. Doesn't seem so, though. It's getting a lot of popularity, and I love it. Also, the CW drama have been pushed to the sideline. That sort of teenage angst dialogue and subplots are here, but it's not as egregious as before. In fact, I would say it is barely here at all. It is solely focused on the mystery and the investigation Wednesday is going through. And also we also get to see how Wednesday has changed from the beginning of the show. Still has the blank stares and everything, and the dark sense of humor, and doesn't get along with other people, but she is changing in this show. She is now more caring towards her friends. She's able to stand her wolfmate friend, who's her dorm friend also. The boy that got slashed by the monster, she's actually concerned about him and goes to him at the hospital to see how he's doing, if he's doing well, and actually talks about these people like they are her true peers. So seeing that sort of character change and seeing how these experiences and how well built her relationship with these kids are, I I find it easy to buy into the fact that she's able to at least get personally attached to these characters and their relationships with one another. I think the show did a good job so far at establishing Wednesday Adams' flaws and how that is being corrected throughout the show and how that's building her character while also getting us invested in the mystery, also in an emotional level now that her family is involved in this mystery in some way, which leads to a subplot of Gomez Adams getting arrested by the cops because he was framed for the murder since a guy blew his brains out and conveniently wrote out a suicide note while black bubblegum is sticking in the camera. Yeah, all that stuff I found a lot more investing here. The mystery angle here in the investigation stuff, a lot more engaging here, a lot more fun, especially with the rest of the Addams family coming by to visit, which I don't know if they're going to come back in the finale. I hope they do. I think they will. In my mind, there is room, but we'll have to wait and see till we get to the finale. So far, I'm really enjoying the show. In terms of the mystery angle, this is my favorite episode so far, and just I haven't. This show actually keeps getting better and better and better. Each episode is improving upon the last. I will say that how Tim Burton directed everything and how it was shot before in the previous few episodes looked a lot better than here. But this is still a good looking show, good production value and sets, despite the limited budget they seem to have here. This is still overall a really good episode and highly recommended. And also really important, you cannot miss this one if you are watching the show. Thank you guys so much for watching. People will like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.